Beep, beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, boop. R2D2, what damage are you saying? Hey, what's up? It's AI art time again, because apparently this is going to be the new thing that we have to constantly talk about, a lot, and also the Mackenzie thing. All right, so clarifying yet again for people who do not understand what is going on in regards to the AI art and the comments I made regarding the AI art. There are two separate stories, well, three stories now, regarding Wizards of the Coast and their way they're addressing the AI art thing. Okay, so Wizards of the Coast has made a statement they're not going to use AI art for now because they support and love their actual artists. Now, out of this comes two stories. Story number one, guy gives Wizards of the Coast art like a year ago. Makes it very clear, I used AI art to fix this up. I drew it, I made it, I put it into digital, I did it on Photoshop or whatever, and then I ran the AI art filter through it to fix it up. Not only did he tell Wizards, he in an article that he was interviewed in, he said, again, I drew it, I did it in the Photoshop thingy, whatever it is, and then I used the AI to filter it and get rid of the mistakes and, just make it look pretty, make it pop, in the words of India. So, Wizards knew. Several individuals looked at this art over a 1.5 year period. All of them knew this piece of art was enhanced via AI. This piece of art goes into BIGGBYS. BIGGBYS goes out into the wild. People see the art and go, hey, that looks like AI enhanced art. At which point, Wizards of the Coast goes, oops, we forgot. This guy told us it was AI art. We're going to remove that art and replace it with brand new art and rewrite our policy regarding AI art. So if you had the digital version of BIGGBYS, you might notice that if you log on to your digital version, the art has been replaced with brand new art that is supposedly AI free because Wizards loves its artists and will never use AI art. But damn, mind you, Wizards knew for at least a year this was AI art, if not longer. But somehow they forgot. Now, if you've purchased the physical copy of BIGGBYS and it still contains the at-risk art, you will of course be made to feel guilty. How dare you purchase a product with AI art in it? You better go out and buy the brand new one when it's released that doesn't have the AI art in it, if you're lucky enough to have the physical copy in your hands right now. So we do know that at some point in time, because it's Wizards, there will be a brand new Beatles and Grimm, whatever version with the non-AI art. Okay, so that's story number one. Done. Clink. Story number two. Artist works on art, creates art, gives art to Wizards of the Coast, says, here's my art for BIGGBYS. In return, Wizards says, here's your money. Thank you very much for working with us. Artist goes, oh, I'm going to be in a D&D product. Wizards then runs art through AI to make it look enough different that they can say, we made this and that guy didn't. That guy finds out that they changed his art through AI and goes, hey, wait, you never told me you were going to use AI to change my art. Wizards then again goes, oops, we forgot. Remember that guy we employed whose job it was to spot the mistakes in Spelljammer and he somehow missed the space monkeys? Well, obviously this is a repeat. We missed that. We didn't know. That guy wasn't here. So somehow that slipped by us. But yeah, we're sorry that we changed your art via AI to make brand new art, so you can't take any credit for it. Oops. We're going to make a brand new policy regarding AI art, but we already paid you, so that art is technically ours. We can do whatever we want with it. You should probably have read your contract. So that's story number two. Story number three coming out of this is Wizards of the Coast has a lot of art. 50 some odd years of D&D art that is theirs to do with as they please. So now the concern is Wizards of the Coast is going to start Alan Smithee in the art, i.e. they're going to just create an artist, take the pre-existing art that they already have the rights to, run it through AI so it has enough points of difference to be a completely separate product, and then release it in product saying this is brand new art made by quote unquote Alan Smithee. If you don't know who Alan Smithee is, that's a separate topic. So that is now a concern. Wizards of the Coast has claimed, we will not accept AI art. We will not use AI art unless we're caught. Then we will play the plausible deniability card and say, oops, we missed that because Spelljammer, plausible deniability, that guy wasn't working that day. We'll change it and put in brand new artist-created art. But we have a huge catalog of art that's ours that we can do with whatever we want. So we could run that art through an AI, change it up enough so it looks kind of different, and then put it in the product and just say the art was created by Alan Smithee. Now that people have had a chance to get BIGGBYS and they're looking at the art, they're going, okay, this art looks, as you remember when I was looking at the art of AI of BIGGBYS, I said, wow, that looks really familiar, but I don't know where I saw it. Well, as more and more people are getting their copies of BIGGBYS, they're saying the same thing. Wow, that picture looks kind of familiar. I feel like I've seen that before, but I'm not sure where. Wizards is saying, oh no, it is all original art, except for that piece we missed, and except for that piece that we ran through the AI and changed and didn't tell the guy. But the people are going, well, if you change this one guy's art, how do we know you didn't change other art through AI? Because damn, that picture looks really familiar. I know I've seen that before. No, you didn't. This is from a completely separate, honest, living artist until you can prove otherwise. And then we will say the exact same thing. Oh, oops, we missed it. So that is the concern. So story number 1, guy told them it was AI art. They claim they didn't know. Story number 2, they changed guy's art with AI, didn't tell guy found out, he's upset, Wizards is oops. Story number 3, how much art is AI now? Because if you've done it once, it means you might have done it before. And wow, some of these pictures in BIGGBYS Glory of the Giants look really familiar. You have a huge catalog of art dating back 50 years that you completely own the rights to. What's to stop you from doing this again? And Alan Smitheeing the art and just saying, oh, this is brand new art from a brand new artist. Their name is Alan Smithee. Education moment. Who is Alan Smithee? Throughout the history of Hollywood, you will see films directed, written, and produced by an individual known as Alan Smithee. Alan Smithee is a made-up individual used by Hollywood creators when they don't want to be associated with a project. So, let's say John Waters. No, John Waters. Any director. Director Steve McMillan is hired to work on a job. This is a piece of crap film, and he knows it. So Steve says, I will direct the film, but I do not want to be associated with it. I will take my paycheck, but when that film comes out, I don't want any connection with the film. At which point, you will see in the credits of the film, directed by Alan Smithee. There are about a couple hundred films that throughout the history of Hollywood have been directed or written by Alan Smithee. And Alan Smithee is a generic name that Hollywood uses when the individual in question doesn't want to be associated with the film. So if you see a film that says directed by Alan Smithee, you know that the real director thought this movie was such a piece of crap they didn't want their name attached to it, or Hollywood just hired a hack to direct it and didn't want to give him any credit, so they're like, let's just say this was an Alan Smithee production. So when I say they're going to Alan Smithee the AI art, what I'm saying is they're going to just make up people and say, Steve McMillan created this art. But really what they're saying is Alan Smithee created this art because we just took art we already had and regurgitated it through AI and changed it enough that it technically can be said it's a separate piece of art. Because, there only has to be 3-5 points of difference for it to be completely different, right? That's how so many of those Mickey Mouse knockoffs get on the market. Oh, it's not Mickey Mouse. It just looks like Mickey Mouse. Look, there's 5 points of difference. So, yeah, That is the concern. And when I'm saying, oh, they're just going to Alan Smithee it, is what I'm saying is they're going to they could potentially, because they already have, take art that they already have, regurgitate it through the AI, re-release it, make up a name, i.e. Alan Smithee, and just say, oh yeah, this art came to us from Susan McFakenstein, hoping that no one catches it. And if somebody does catch it, like the art in BIGGBY, Wizards can go, oops, we didn't know. I guess we need to make a new AI policy. So hopefully I have clarified what I said. I have clarified what's going on with the concerns regarding the AI. And I taught you something new. You found out who Alan Smithee is. So win for everybody, right? Okay, hopefully I will not have to speak about the AI art topic again, which means I'm going to have to talk about it again at least 4 more times, right? Right? Because we know you guys, right? I am the OGGM. If you appreciate this, let me know. If you never want to hear me talk about this topic ever again, let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Support me. I've got a lot of vet bills because of poor sick Steve. I'll talk to you later.